So you were saying that it's the body that feels tired, not the you.
Yeah,
What do you mean by that?
yeah. But for most, for their injury, maybe if I say the percentage, 99.999% of people, they say, I feel tired, I have cough, I have headache, I feel fever, etc., etc., okay?
Yeah.
I am depressed, I am worried, and so on and so forth. I said, that I is inside this physiology, okay? This entity, this GV.
Okay. Okay.
And that I has a correlate, or that I is just 1% part of the, if I use the word I, that's all around. So-called people or rishis use the word university. Okay? Forget about the universe. That I, or that can be named, that is an energy field, that is outside you also. If I say it in another sense, you are aware that you are tired. That's why
Okay.
you say, I am tired.
Yeah.
And there is another aspect which is aware that you are tired. That aspect has no tiredness. If that has tiredness, how it will sense this tiredness? Or that which is sensing the tiredness has no tiredness. And that part is the real you, or real I in you. That's what I said. And every opportunity of this kind of illnesses or tiredness can be used very conveniently to identify that which is aware of that which is aware of your fever or headache. That's why it is a kind of a puzzle. That's why it is called the gateless gate.
Yeah.
So what was your question?
No, I was asking you when you said that the body does not feel tired. I mean, the body is what feels tired, not the you that feels tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that you is different. That you is not a matter. It's an energy. That energy field is aware of this consciousness which is aware of the tiredness of the body. For example, I prick you with a pin. The body feels the pain. And you, so-called, I feel the pain, you feel the pain. What is that which is aware that you feel the pain? That is the you. Or that also is you. Or that is the real you. That's what we want to proceed to. That you is spread everywhere around. It is like the water. Water is in this fish, water is in the other fish. That's what we discussed some time back. Because that you is not the body, or its sensations, or its feelings, or its state of hunger or thirst or sex or anything. That is just an energy field which is just retained in the body, which makes you aware of the world of happenings in the GV. And the same thing is making you aware of whatever is in the external environment. Through the vehicle of the sense organs. So that means when you see that flower outside or the mountain outside, actually that is conveyed to you because that you which is aware of your body feeling of pain, is also aware of the mountains there. Get the point? That's why you see the mountains there. Though the sensation is inside your eyes. Get the point? The sensation is inside your eyes. But you see the mountains out there. Similarly, that is because they are out there. Here, the sensation of your body feeling is inside this body. Therefore, that part of the you which is inside of the body think that I have this pain, or feel very genuinely that you have this pain. Yeah, but that pain is for the body. I am not saying that the pain is not there. But that you who say I have the pain, that I does not have the pain. If that eye has pain, how the same thing you will sense an identical thing? How can heat identify heat? How can pain identify pain? Get the point? So that is something which does not have pain. That is not a correct way of statement. It is just an energy which is aware of pain. An energy which is aware of that trained eye to feel the pain. In fact, there are so many evidences that the children learn pain by the environmental induction. You know, if you use pain as an example. When that attention of the so-called your body goes out and merges with the ocean of energy outside, then that attention or attention controlled consciousness will be able to sense what is happening in the birds and the trees and the cats and the dogs and in their surroundings, okay, or the entire world outside. That world is not the so-called internet world or the geographical world which you are informed about, no. That's only a peripheral sort of the reality. They are talking about that invariant spread of particle energy everywhere around at the same way. Subatomic particle are identical everywhere. So you become that particle, or that is that energy field. So when that energy field knows the birds and the trees, like Susuda or Charaga or Dhanvantari could know, then you will really know the properties of this Jivi, this walking tree, the Jivi also. Get the point? Then you achieve the power to become, or the competency or the knack. You get the method to make your body invisible, to make your body visible, or make your body changing form to something else, and make your body fly in the air, and so on and so forth. Get the point? Then only the full potential of this particular tree called this Jivi is identified. Sitting inside you, you cannot identify the entire you. Getting outside you, only you can know the full you. Get the point? Yeah. Sitting inside the you, it gets familiar with only a tip of the iceberg of your body with a lot of difficulties. In the sense that you want to know how the body can perform the guitar, for example. You are aware of the power of the body to conceptualize, to imagine, to visualize, to understand and develop wisdom and all the kind of knowings. And you can direct the limbs or the organs of your body to do the doing of, for example, writing or reading or playing the guitar or playing the piano or playing the drums with a lot of difficulty. But if that particle field which is stationed inside you, which is identified only as the you for the time being, when it is merging, when it is tuned up with the particle field outside, then that staying there, looking at you, this creature, you can know the entire distribution and entire principles and entire properties and potentialities, or what you call the entelechy of the organization of you. Get the point? That's so Sushruta could identify that there are 1,72,800 nerves or veins in the body. That's how Charaga and Dhanvantari could identify the properties of every leaf, every plant, every seed, every root, etc., etc. And they could simply determine what and what of what can combine together in what and what form, and making a concoction and giving it to relieve a human being of a certain complaint of a certain part of the body. Because they understood the trees parts as well as the body parts. All because their attention existed in the particle field outside of that creature for that duration of incubation. And mostly they wanted to exist there. That's why they chose to live in a cave or in a lonely place in the forest and the mountainous area. Not all the time interacting with the people, or interacting only with a limited number of disciples once in a while. Get the point? In other words, the so-called you is able to know the pain and the pleasures and the feelings and the experience and the hunger and the thirst and the other aspects of this jivi, because that airfield is stationed inside you for the time being, till this creature is alive. And when that airfield or particle field goes out of you, and if your attention also is with that, then you will know everything outside the way you can feel the processes and feelings of this creature body also. Get the point? Yeah.